Extract the lock body with the latch bolt facing up and compare it with the original lock body. 1. Are the gate plates the same size? 2. Is the latch bolt orientation the same? If the latch bolt orientation needs to be changed, insert the long screw from the secure panel into the rear slot beside the latch bolt and press down hard. This will inject the latch bolt to a certain height. Lastly, turn the latch bolt 180 degrees to change the orientation. If the latch bolt orientation does not need to be changed, only the gate plate needs to be replaced. The small latch bolt needs to be inserted into the gate plate. Replacing the gate plate. Unscrew the 2 screws from the front of the gate plate on top of the lock body and remove the gate plate. Replace it with the matching gate plate and screw the screws back into place. Lastly, check if the latch bolt is able to move without hindrance. Remove the front and the rear panels on the new lock and compare them to the panels on the original lock. If the handle orientation is the same, the new lock can be used immediately. Otherwise, remove the handle securing screws from the front and the rear panels and turn the handle 180 degrees. Then, insert the screws into their opposite position compared to the original positions. In terms of the installation height, we usually set the handle height at 1 meter. However, double doors and main doors are usually set at 1.2 meters. Most importantly, the height should be determined by the actual situation in your home. Easy to use positioning card. A positioning card to help with drilling the slot and confirming the lock position is included in the packaging. After confirming the handle position, use the card in the box to locate the center. The set of the card should be aligned with the edge of the door. The slot must be the same size as listed on the diagram to avoid problems caused by ill-fitting installations. If it is a metal door and is hollow, no space needs to be dug. The only issue is choosing a gate plate of the right size. If the door is wooden, the screws need to be preserved. Use a chisel or other tools to excavate a space in the door for the lock. Meanwhile, the hook on the wooden door lock must be expanded then removed to prevent a lack of space for the lock body. This may cause the hook to expand incorrectly, affecting the opening and locking of the door. Insert the lock body into the door slot and thread the wire on the lock body through the highest hole. Secure the lock body to the door slot using the suitable screws in the packaging. Insert the key into the key cylinder, allowing the cylinder paddle to merge with key cylinder. Insert the key cylinder into the lock body from the exterior of the door. The screw hole on the key cylinder should align with the screw hole on the lock body. Secure it onto the lock body using screws. Remove the square shaft from the packaging. Carefully check for the in and out labels on the square shaft. The set inscribed with the in and with the black spring plate should be facing the inside of the house, and without the black spring plate should face the outside. With the black spring plate facing up, insert the square shaft from the outside of the house towards the inside. Push hard until the black spring plate is completely erect. Afterwards, use a pair of pliers to twist the shaft by pushing up the lock body from the outside of the house. The door will be locked. Pushing down will free the lock. The end inside the house will turn the lock body latchboard. Insert the key into the keyhole. If it can turn smoothly, then the process is complete. Before installing the front panel, the anti-warping protective film must be removed. The front panel must adhere closely with the door. There must not be a gap. Connect to the connection ports on the front panel, rear panel, and lock body. Place the wires properly into the lock body groove. It should be noted that the wiring ports are designed to be foolproof. When wiring, pay attention to the correct wiring positions. If the position is correct, the wires should be easy to connect. Do not insert the wires with force. When installing the rear panel, please pay attention to the following. The lock knob must stay vertical. Fasten the 2 screws on the rear panel and secure the lock body. While installing the front and the rear panel, check if there are gaps before securing. When the door is ajar, and after the screws have been tightened, the lock shakes when the door is rocked by hand. When we turn the handle, there are no signs of seizing or inability to turn the handle. When inserting the key is able to turn the lock body with no signs of seizing, or the key is unable to turn the lock. Insert 4 AA batteries in the rear panel and the screen will light up. If you can hear sounds when touching the screen,
请按照说明书完成配置。添加管理员，请按确证键。添加指纹，请按1。添加密码，请按2。退出，请新管理员用食指或中指按指纹。请更换角度再按指纹。请更换角度再按指纹。请更换角度再按指纹。请更换角度再按指纹。请更换角度再按指纹。添加成功，系统退出。验证成功。验证成功，进入管理模式，请按添加用户，请按1。删除用户，请按2。系统设置，请按3。关于本机，请按4。添加指纹，请按1。添加密码，请按2。返回普通用户，请按1。管理员，请按2。返回，请新管理员输入6至10位密码，按确认键结束。请再次输入密码，按确认键结束。添加成功，用户编号00。添加指纹，请按1。添加密码，请按2。添加用户，请按系统退出。验证成功。
and the fingerprint, password, and key unlocking functions are functioning properly. The installation of Akara Door Lock S2 is complete. Do not close the door before confirming that the installation is complete.